Yeah, hello and welcome to Wednesday evening Banter Blitz. I hope you are all okay and enjoyed the earlier shows. There was a new Banter Blitz a little bit earlier with Grandmaster Tal Baron. Probably pronunciation is doubtful. From Israel. I hope you enjoyed that as well. And maybe you already switched to this show. I'm going to play against premium members here of Chess24. Let's see who we got. Already got a nice list here of people. I'm going to do it rather randomly, but try to play those guys that haven't played much before. So playing Tom Colin here as the first game. I'm going e4. Yeah, Tom, what are you doing? The French defense. I'm going to play a sideline here with b3. And let's see what we get from this. This bishop b2 setup against the French is quite interesting, I think. Maybe e5. Black has the knight on c6, which is not that great. I'm going with f4 to support the center a little bit. Knight f3 next. Yeah, he lacks this c-pawn here in the fight for the center. So what to do here? If I go d4 here, e3 is weak. That's not so nice. Maybe I can develop with the fianchetto. Bishop h3. Okay, so what to do here? Yeah, this was my development idea, and then castling. In some cases, I might take on f5. It's a bit of an unconventional position. Yeah, hello also to Miktal, the Cosmos, Shellingford, Goblin. Yeah, all of you in the chat. So, what is Tom Colin doing? I have a question. What game is on tonight in half an hour at the Euros? Oh, g5. That's not going to work. I think I can take here and play e6. Opening up the bishop on b2. Yeah, that's a full rook. Maybe I'm losing a pawn. Yeah, okay, this is the thing. This is having little space, but after f takes here, I'm threatening bishop f6. I will be able to keep this bishop, not losing it. Yeah, he's attacking my rook. This is something I definitely have to address. Maybe f4. Yeah, I'm slightly uncoordinated here. f4. Yeah, probably king f2 or castle. I can actually castle and probably should do so. The rook on the f file will be useful. It's France, Albania. Okay. So not one of the like two favorites playing against one another. Yeah, rook takes. I wanted to play. I can also do this though. Check. My development is not great, absolutely not. Queen d4. He's got exactly the one check, so it's not so dangerous. France, Albania. Yeah, France. They won the first match right against Romania, so with a win they're already qualifying for the next round. Yeah, there's so many teams qualifying from each group that after 2 games you can already be quite sure about some things. Like 2 wins definitely qualify. So here I think Tom Colin, he's out of ideas here a little bit. Okay, this one. But I can play knight c3 here. Just develop stuff. Yeah, I'll take d5 next. Okay, not here, but using all the pieces should do the trick. Threatening knight d5 again. Yeah, I think this one maybe. And then take d5. Yeah, I'm going to take the challenges quite randomly. Not so much paying attention who's in the chat. Tom, however, I haven't played before. He is in the chat and messaged me there, but I haven't played him before, so that's fine. So here, I'm going to take this. Yeah, and white's attack should be decisive. So, yeah, it all wins. Yeah? This also wins. It's a rook. Yeah, and Tom Colin resigned. Yeah, I think he had a good position, Tom. You just have to avoid g5. That blundered the full rook. Yeah? And after that, it was impossible to save, basically. So, let's accept one randomly here, playing Vic ZZ with black. Okay, I'll start with my main stuff. Oh, get the King's Gambit. There's a question by Roguf. Wieso nicht mal auf Deutsch ein Banter Blitz? Why not have a Banter Blitz in German? Yes, I'm actually going to suggest that. Maybe in next week. I have to see. Next week I cannot do my usual time. I cannot do the 8 in the evening slot. Maybe some other time, and maybe we switch to German language for once. It's something that I will suggest to the Chess24 officials. I definitely want to do it once in a while. It's always good to have, to do some German content here and there. Okay, so what now? My knight on h5 is kind of, it's always irritating that this is kind of hanging in midair. It's not attacked, but I wanted to lend some cover to it. Probably not such a bad idea. So what is black going to do here? Knight e4 I'd like to prevent if possible. Have a look at the square. I've played Tal Baron, yes. I've played him in one of my regular Blitz games and lost, I think, pretty badly. I think it was just one game, if I'm not mistaken. If I remember correctly, I misplayed some Nimzo Indian, which I should know. It's stuff that I covered in my book. Yes, I also have a Monday show for a different server. I'm not sure that I'm allowed to mention what server it is. You can probably find out. It's the same server I play all my Blitz games on, so it's probably easy to figure out. And you can play me on that Monday show on that server, but it would be a coincidence because I don't play challenges. I only play in in a pool system on that server playing the toughest possible opposition. It's a little bit different than what we do in the Banter Blitz shows here on Chess24. Okay, what is Vict doing here? Yeah, Bishop G4, I wonder. Knight over to E3 would be cool, of course. I'll try to do that. Knight E5 might be a move, but I still have Knight D5. It should be a good reply, I guess. This one, okay. Okay, so I'm going to prepare that. He's probably trying for Bishop A3 here, right? Yeah, B5, and then Bishop A3 coming. No, it's not doing that. Okay. Yeah, it's a bit of an annoyance. Yeah, Bishop A3 coming here. Yeah. I don't like that, but let's sacrifice. Maybe you can still play Bishop A3 here, right? Okay, didn't do it. Yeah, if I can keep the F4 pawn, then I'm probably kind of okay. I have some good pieces. The bishop on E4 will be the last German video here was on May 25th. Why not more streams here? Why not more German streams? Yeah, I think you probably should address that to the Chess24 organization, let's say, like probably write to Ilya about it, or somebody else who's who's there under staff. I'm really just playing. I cannot tell you about the concept when they how much German shows they want, or Spanish, or I simply cannot tell. So I'm trying to activate here. My bishop is definitely pretty strong on E4. One idea is knight F4. Yeah, Germans usually understand English, while vice versa, not so much. Yeah, that's definitely true, and the reason why most of it is in English. But the odd German show, I think, is nice to have. So he wants to try to trick me with the back rank. Yeah, like rook takes. He wants to do what? I'll go here. Anyway, rook takes. There's queen g2 checkmate, and I'm threatening knight h3 here, winning the house. So this seems like a good move. I don't need to react to c4. Yeah, I have some weaknesses on the dark squares, but if you kill the other guy, your dark squares can be as weak as yeah, as weak as they can get. Doesn't really matter. So okay, I can check on h3 now, which is probably not bad. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And if I take c4 now, bishop d3 is going to be really effective, right? Let's do this. The bishop on d3, he has no squares for his king, so that will be very dangerous for white. I don't think he has He has a reply. Yeah, he resigned. Yeah, it's still a good game by Vict ZZ. It's very always brave to play the King's Gambit, leading to very sharp play. I think around here white is probably okay, but the position is very difficult. It's very difficult to play. I've got 2 pawns at the moment, but this bishop a3 stuff, shaky. I don't really know. I think in Blitz anything can happen. So I'm going to try to play players that I have not played before. This is the thing that I'm trying to do tonight, playing Slöf. That was this the Shallop system? I think this is how it's called. Yeah, this knight f6, knight h5. It's called the Shallop system. The King's Gambit has tons of obscure, let's say obscure lines with rare names. Yeah, Slöf. Maybe he's not around. Or Sly PH. You never know. It's a French flag. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that was my mobile phone. Okay. So let's go for different challenge. Maybe someone who I've not played before. Marco Antonio. Yes, I know. I cannot. I have to board this first. I'm sorry. To board this first. Here, Marco Antonio. I have not played, and he's quite high rated. Yeah, the Shallop system is recommended recently in books. Okay, Marco plays e4. I think again, such a high rated player, I'm going to stick with my regular openings. Kind of surprised that he's there as untitled. Maybe if he's like from 1999, he's a younger player. Possible. Usually with the 2600 rating here, you have a title. Okay, I'm going to play my old Chigorin system for one particular reason. This is a 3-minute game, and at least here I have such a large body of experience that I can play quite quickly. There's a question, how do we join this? Yeah, you're not a premium member. Yeah, you have to get a premium membership on Chess24 to play in the Banter Blitz session. It's a premium only feature. Okay, here I'm going to go away with the queen so that I'm not going to be in this somewhat sensitive c file. Let's see, I'm attacking a2 now, which she covers. Yeah, what now? I'm a pawn up, that's good. Let's get this on the c file. Okay, he just pushes, and now I've got this full d pawn, let's say, not like a double pawn, but he's very active. That's definitely true. Queen d3 in particular is an idea here in this kind of position. Okay, I'm going to take, I'm not so enthusiastic about the capture, but maybe I have to. Yeah, Queen d3, this is kind of problematic. I mean, I can play bishop c5. Okay, I have no time. I need to just play quicker here. Maybe he can take and play Queen d3 immediately. I didn't look so much at the capture on f6, but might be. Queen d3, I have bishop c4, I think. Queen f5, bishop e6. I only realized a little bit late that this is actually a 3-minute game. And yeah, I don't have time to work out something. Oh, yeah, and I'm blundering stuff. That's pretty bad from a very good position, I thought. Ah, damn it. Such a simple thing. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay, now he's happy. Yeah? I'm giving away all my stuff. Yeah, it threatens to take on h6. Yeah, it's pretty awful. I think maybe white had enough compensation, but it's not. Even that wasn't totally clear. Okay, yeah, he can take on h6. Not sure why he doesn't do that. Now he does. Yeah, the d-pawn isn't really that dangerous, so he should win pretty easily. Grabs the pawn. Okay. Oh, I'm blundering mate. Bishop h7. It was close to mate. Maybe it was checkmate. Yeah, loses the queen at least. Now, okay, I can resign. This bishop c7 is not. Cannot repair that kind of thing. Okay, so good game by Marco Antonio. Let's see what we get here. Someone who I have not played yet. Here, F. Schwarz. I haven't played F. Schwarz yet. So, let's see. Oops. F. Schwarz. What is he doing? Okay, got one. D4. Yeah, he's playing the London system with white, currently being quite popular. I mean, black has no big problems equalizing, but still it's played quite a bit by grandmasters nowadays. Queen c2 now is correct, trying to play e4. Yeah, this is usually helpful for black, so I'm kind of happy with this development here. Threatening b4 now. I could have played b4 immediately, but I usually like this kind of scenario. My idea is to play knight d7, b6 and so on. Here you can play bishop d3 if you want. I think I'll do that. Not sure actually. I think if he goes bishop f1, I'm just going to go back. Because knight d7, b6, a4 is much more dangerous with light square bishops on the board. Okay, I'm taking this. And now bring this over to a4. Yeah, he simply is not paying any attention to my ideas. Just wants to do what he thinks is right and doesn't do any prophylactics. We'll see what happens. Knight a4 should be pretty strong at the end of the day. The b2 pawn is tough to defend. What is this? Okay, probably trying to attack d5, or I don't know. Let's do this. I'm just covering the d pawn that way. And knight a4 is still coming. So here, yeah, maybe rook e8 first, yeah, so that he cannot develop the knight. Okay, and now I'm grabbing the b2 pawn, which was the idea all along. That also was a 3-minute game. I have to be very cautious there. I'm totally used to 5 minutes, and yeah, I could have played b4 before. You're right, but the way I played it, I think also was kind of okay. I mean, white is falling apart now. And I've got more time. Yeah, okay, here. Maybe this one, threatening discoveries. Okay. Okay, let's use the pawns. Here for rook a1 checkmate is a threat. Pretty big threat. And I think he's out of moves now. Yep, and resigned. Yeah, a good game by Frank is this right? Frank Schwarz. Yeah, you have to be cautious with this queen trade on b6. This is usually giving black too much play. Just going back is better to c2. Anybody I have not played yet? This guy. Kurgan 21. Haven't played him yet. So let's see what Kurgan is up to. From Serbia. And I'm sticking with e4, e5, my usual reply. Yep, d4, I'm going back. White can also go d3 here, of course. It's a bit of a sideline that we're playing here with this early d6, but black is okay. I've played this a couple of times already. Okay, so here I don't like to be pinned, to be honest. I go h6. I still think he cannot win the pawn. Like d takes, knight takes. Well, what time is this, by the way? Okay, it's 5 minutes. Okay. So what now? Rook e8 to put some pressure here. Yeah, maybe. Okay, well here I can take d4 and go knight b4 to trade off his bishop. I'm not sure if that's worth it, but maybe it is. Oh, he takes with the knight. That I didn't expect at all. Okay. I can take this and I can also do this. Maybe knight e5 is interesting. I'm getting more pieces towards the king side. On a very good day, yeah, bishop d7, queen c8, bishop h3. I'll try that. It's a bit naive, but it can be dangerous, definitely. Yeah, okay. What about you guys in the chat? I know that most of the guys who are doing Banter Blitz, they are not much into watching the Euros, not football fans, but maybe someone in the chat can tell me what they think about the tournament so far. I'm sorry, my voice is kind of failing me. Yeah, I'm trying to keep pieces on the board, and I'm out for queen c8 and the capture. Okay. Yeah, okay, this I can take and just try to play against the pawn. I think I'm going to do that. is also pretty quick now for me to develop. Yeah, like queen d7, rook e8 with a tempo. It looks okay. I think white, I mean, that wasn't a mistake or anything for white, but still, I think I'm kind of comfortable here. The remaining pieces make sense. The bishop on v6 is good. Okay, he's immediately trying to trade it. Yeah, I don't want to speed up his development, so going here. I want to attack the pawn here anyway on f5. So Belgium was very bad, says Moby. Are you from Belgium, Moby? Yep. Yeah, you're probably right. I didn't see that match, but it sounded really bad. I mean, Belgium certainly are one of the pre-tournament favorites, and losing against that senior sword from Italy is is certainly a bit disappointing for a team that had pretty high expectations, I guess. How to do this here? I have less space here. How to get to him? Maybe this one. Yeah, Croatia was impressive. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, someone actually, people said that they are kind of a dark horse in this event. Maybe this is true. I'm not really a huge expert. I mean, I like to watch the matches and so on, but I am not really kind of well informed. Yeah. Italy is never a dark horse. They're always among the favorites, I think, in some way. Yeah, lousy tournament without the orange sword. Yeah, I kind of agree. I mean, I think that it's kind of bad that the Netherlands didn't make it. I mean, to be honest, as a German, and if it comes to football, we always have this kind of rivalry with the Dutch team, and basically everybody in Germany kind of makes fun, let's say, or was kind of making fun of the problems that the Netherlands had to qualify. Ultimately, they didn't qualify. But to be honest, we like to see them kind of shake a little bit, but still qualify, because the Netherlands are a good team. So it is something that I really don't like to see, that they don't participate, to be honest. I like them to to make it interesting, because it's always fun to tease my Dutch friends and so on. But you know, at the end they should play. Yeah? They simply belong into such a tournament. Okay, so my knight is attacked, and I should not give it up. Still, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing on g2 here. Maybe this is not making much sense. I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting to exert some pressure here. And I also have knight to d3, knight to b2 in this particular situation. Looks good. Let's try. Yeah. I wonder. Oh, at f4. It's not that dangerous. I'm grabbing this. Okay, so still f4. Not fearing that so much. He's got g5 maybe. Yeah, anyway. Okay, I think now I should definitely finally take. Yeah, how to do this here? It's not totally trivial. I got this check here though. Where is he going? G2 I can take. In most cases I can just grab stuff. Maybe it makes sense anyway to kind of swap the position of the knights. What's the time like, by the way? 50 seconds. Okay. Yeah, now back. Oh, I can go here, right? To F2. Is that something? No, that's probably wrong. No, I go here. Sorry. Someone says the Netherlands should have won some titles. Over the whole span of like 20, 30 years, for sure, but not in the last couple of years. I think it was very well deserved that they didn't won the World Cup. I mean, they played a really terrible final, being almost brutal with some fouls and so on. So I think it was really well deserved that Spain won this final match in 2010. Yeah, got a couple of extra pawns here. Yeah, it was a tough game. I think Kurgan was okay for most of it, but yep, thanks. Yep. But the switch to the end game probably wasn't correct. Okay, I'm playing Rainbow Chess again. Somebody I have not yet played. Let's go E4 for a change and see what Rainbow Chess is up to. What is he going to do? Yeah. Doesn't have a flag. Yeah. While I'm waiting, I can actually drink something. Yeah, seems it's not around. Oh, he is around. Okay. Yeah, let's play a sideline again. I don't know the main lines anyway. So let's go for sidelines. Okay, so is it possible here to, with Queen E2, kind of keep him in the center, right? Yeah, black cannot castle now. Yeah. I guess he has to make the odd artificial move now to get castled. Maybe knight f8, knight e6 or something like that. Castles, queen e7, rook e8, queen takes d8, wins for white. Yeah, has to do something to support castling. Downside of my position is I'm not very well developed. Okay, so here the idea is probably d3. I can just go d3 here, right? Doesn't really do much. Bishop f6, I have c3, and then take the knight next. No, okay. It should be good for white. I mean, yeah, okay, he's going back. He's still not threatening to castle. And I'm doing this, threatening to take the knight. Okay, he moves it again. Now g4. Yeah, g4 is good, right? Let's play a very straightforward chess. Bishop d6 is coming. Yeah, tough for him. The knight has to move. Or does he have any trickery here? Not really. Maybe g5. I have got bishop e5 then. It's a double attack. I can also take it. Yeah, here I can grab and play bishop d6, I believe. And that should win the game. There is some talk in the chat about engine cheating, that people should be banned faster and so on. Yeah, well, of course, people who cheat should be banned, but I don't think that cheating on this server is particularly prominent. You have that on all servers in some way, and it happens far less. I mean, in far less cases than people suspect. Yeah, good game here by Rainbow Chess. He was stuck in the center. Yeah? Here I think it was very difficult to get out of the middle, tricky to play. For example, I know that if you look at the overall figure of cheating complaints, only 1% of them are justified, roughly 1%. So there's 99% of false accusations. So probably you think far more often that there's cheating involved than there actually is. Okay, I'm playing Schellingford. I've played him before, of course, but he's exceptionally high rated here, higher rated than I am, so I can play for a draw. No, okay, I won't play for a draw. But let's see what he's up to. That's FIDE Master Lukas Winterberg. I think he's also part of the staff here. Okay, knight f3. He probably knows Jan's series. Probably better than I do. He doesn't know it. This is not such a good line, but it's still yeah, not going to be disastrous for black. Just a bit tricky. Yeah, he won against Tal Baron. Yeah, why not? If you're a good Blitz player, I mean, a FIDE Master can easily beat a good GM in Blitz if everything works out fine for him. So nothing particularly suspicious. I mean, I've won like 1 or 2 games while being a FIDE Master against Nakamura, so it is possible to beat a strong player even if you just have the FM title. So, by the way, I mean, I beat Nakamura once or twice, but lost like 50. Yeah, so I'm not bragging here. I get my ass kicked just like everybody else does. Okay, so what's this? I think I'll do this first here, and then see that I can get h4, h5 in. Yeah. Bishop g5 maybe was even stronger. But this is okay. Yeah, my attack will be on the dark squares, and I think it will be quite dangerous. Bishop g5 or bishop h6 coming. That will be very difficult for black to defend. Yeah, if you've played on the internet for a while, I mean, I started playing on the internet in the late 1990s, and back then already Nakamura was well known. He was playing as an 11-12-year-old, and he was playing Bullet on an exceptionally high level even back then. And what he did at times was completely crazy. You could play Bullet against him, and after the game he would actually analyze this Bullet game with you. I mean, or he would put out variations, but he would also do that at times during the game, which was completely crazy. Like you sit there, and during the game, he's saying, okay, you know, here I could have done this and that, and like, what? Yeah, we're in a bullet game, yeah, without increment, of course. So really crazy stuff that he did. Okay, so Schelling here has gotten a big counterplay. I think I probably should have played that differently, because this position doesn't seem like it's totally winning, and it should have been a total win with this g6 and all this business. He even has queen to e4 trading stuff. So not happy about this move, but I probably have to. Yeah, he wants to get into, reach an end game real badly, which I kind of understand. Okay, I need to keep this bishop here. Kind of interesting. I think I'm still having some chances here. Bishop b7, I think king e2. Maybe. Yeah, the problem for black here is a little bit that his knight is centralized, but doesn't have many squares. I tried to double. Maybe he can still go rook d7 and rook d8. Rook d7 also after h takes, f takes, covers h7. Okay, yeah, this was the alternative, where he immediately makes sure that the knight is not getting trapped or anything like that. But I still should be in quite good shape now. Knight h5, I'm going to play g4. Okay, this is a radical solution. Maybe it's a good solution, to be honest. I should have thought about that. Yeah, I could have started with knight e5 or knight g5, but I thought I can do it anyway, which is not exactly true, as we have now witnessed. Bad. It's still a bit nicer for white, this position, but it's not of any decisive nature, of course. Bishop g5, maybe. Can also trade one rook, that should be helpful. A little bit ahead on the clock. g5 for f6 and rook takes e4. His rook is hanging. Yeah, let's make sure he cannot move the knight so easily. Okay. The moment I say it, I'm kind of ignoring the thing. How to do it? Yeah, maybe still this move. Cannot. Okay, he can take, but this is going to be dangerous. Okay, f7 gives me a queen. I think I'm going for it. Even though that was bad technical play. It's not so clear that this is winning. Okay, so win against Shelling 40, a tough game. I think it should have been over after the opening, but he really very persistently defended this. Very well defended. I don't know, it was tough. Probably, I mean, at the end, winning the queen wasn't even, winning the game was probably a fortress. Okay, so do we have someone I have not yet played at all? How to play 81, for example. I have never played before. So give new opponents a chance here. How to play. He's from Germany. Okay, what to do? I think I'm going for the Benko if he allows me to. Or some Benko style opening would be good. Okay, that's really boring. E3 of all moves. It's of course a very healthy move, but not very exciting. Okay, I can also go d5. Why not? Occupy the center. Cannot be bad. At first I was contemplating d6 or so, but here this is usually quite a good setup. Okay, he probably is up for a stonewall kind of formation. Interesting. Probably f4. Okay, oops. Yeah, e6 is preventing any f5 ideas. And my idea is now knight e8, knight e6, knight f6. Yeah, knights on d6 and f6. This is the setup that you need to know against the stone wall. If you get the knights there, you're usually very okay against this opening. Yeah, what is how to play up to? It's going to go knight f3. Okay, I'm doing this. Yeah, regrouping knights to d6 and f6. If he goes, okay, this one. Maybe get in bishop a6 sometime. Makes sense. Not so easy to do. No. Okay, he traded this one, but it's not. I should have gone to c8 actually for bishop a6. That was too quickly played. Queen c8 was a lot stronger. I could have played f6 here also. Anyway, I decided on a very much keep it simple approach. After these bishops are traded, I'm going to get a fantastic knight on e4. And I could have had this with an extra move. I simply played a pretty mindless queen c7. Yeah, queen c8 immediately was stronger. In many cases here, yeah, I will get something that is like knight on e4 against the bishop on d2. Okay, he wants to probably cover this with knight f2. So maybe here, no, actually knight f2, I have knight g3, so he cannot do that. I can play the move first here and then think if I have something else. Yeah, I can take d4 is one idea. He still has the space advantage. Okay, I think I'll need the rook somewhere here. Rook h1, I expect. Yeah, this is not such a clear situation here because of his space. Yeah, it's not clear at all. And he's probably threatening. He could have played h6, by the way, after which I had to play rook h8. This is actually not that nice. Surprising. I thought I should be okay here simply because of the pieces here. He has this bad bishop and so on, but okay, this h5 is interesting. Okay, I took there for potential counterplay. Like this. Oh, that's a question by Martin Dimitrov. Can you tell us something about Ivanchuk's style, ideas, etc.? This is actually difficult because Ivanchuk is one of the most universal players probably in chess history. If you would ask people, okay, what is a typical kind of game for Ivanchuk, they would probably come up empty because he has no particularly pronounced playing style. Yeah, I mean, he can do everything well. He plays every opening. I mean, really everything. So it's very difficult to say like, okay, he's a great attacker or a great strategist or things like that. Oh, rook h7 here, maybe. I mean, he is all of that. Yeah, he's really good at everything. The thing that he's not so good at is keeping his composure. And this is probably also what was the main issue with him not getting closer to a world championship match ever. In terms of ability, he probably had the potential. Yeah, okay. Where to go here with the queen? Yeah? Queen c6 is sitting in some kind of fork. Yeah, it's a strange position. What's the time? I'm ahead on the clock, at least something. I mean, some scenarios here would be really okay for me, like some end games, but it's yeah, he still has this invasion here on the H file. I'm slightly scared. Rook c1, okay. He wants to play c4, it seems. Okay, I have to get out of the c file. Yeah, I can take this. I don't really believe it is that dangerous to take it. Yeah, king or rook. I think I'd go with the rook. If he takes d5, I've got queen d5, which introduces... okay, he resigns. Probably also due to the time he was down to a couple of seconds. Tough. Very tough. Very nice football sounds. Where are the football sounds? I don't have any on. Okay, yeah, how to play. The reverse stone wall is a tricky opening. I think should be handled with care. I'm not a huge fan. But I think you handled this very well. You probably had a good position. Okay, so do we have any other challenges by people who have not yet played? Here, Vlad Gita, for example, I have not played. Got the white piece. It's 3 minutes again. Okay, let's go d4 and see. Yeah, I think in general I'm doing okay in this session. I lost one game, but I got killed in that Spanish, that Ruy Lopez. But I scored pretty well, except for this game. Okay, we have the h3 line against the kings in the Makogonov system. Maybe also can call it the Tomaszewski system. So, okay, knight to c7. This is a very rarely seen setup. Yeah, open up the c file and then place the knight on a bad square. I'm a little bit surprised. h5, okay. I mean, here I can also just play on the queen side and castle short. It's hard to figure out what his idea is here, to be honest. What is he doing here, besides weakening his position a lot? Knight c4 to b6 is coming. Very often I play with g4 in those systems, but here the queen side is already busted. There's a question: why don't I have an ebook to my accompanying my Spanish series? And you have to ask Chess24. Ask one of the guys in charge. When I was going to Hamburg last year to produce that series, it was a video series, not... Wow. Well, this is just a full piece. And there was never... I did not ever produce an ebook. So if you want an overview of the lines, you have to ask the people in charge if they want to have something produced. I don't object to the idea, of course, but it's something that has to be done. I don't even have files for the series. I basically produced this yeah, like on the fly. I mean, I only had some brief notes, and then I was just yeah, describing what's going on in the lines, just from memory, not from big files. Yeah, here he has this this typical Hail Mary counter attack on the queen side, which on the king side, which should not work, but well, it worked often enough. There's a question by Houdini: how long time it took to become an IM. In my case, it took a very long time. This is the first international master norms that I scored, and the final ones that netted me the title at the end. They were 14 years apart, which is kind of unusual. I scored those first norms when I was in my early 20s, and right after I had scored the first norms, I started my job in the bank, which basically meant I could spend far less time on chess. I'm just going to exchange this stuff now. I'm still a piece up. I had far less time for chess, and I never managed to make the final norm. I tried hard in league competitions, but I never managed, and I didn't play any tournaments at the time. Simply preferred to have regular vacations, let's say, and not travel to tournaments. Yeah, and so it took a long time. Only 2011 I scored the third norm. It's funny that it took me so long to score that norm, and after that third norm I got the title. After that I made like 6 or 7 IM norms. Like in the next 8 events I made 6 norms or something. It's really funny. Anyway, so here Vlad Gita, it was that setup here with opening the c file and putting a knight on c7, I think is pretty bad for black. It's pretty much impossible to repair, I think. Very difficult. The knight is terribly misplaced, and white has good play on the open c file. So, do we have someone I have not played yet? What about this guy? Oh, I've played him. Okay. Maybe this one. Come on. What's the name? I didn't get the name. Marila Nam something. Don't have a. Oh, it's not. He's not a premium. I'm sorry. I have to abort. I'm sorry for accepting that one. Okay, Cass. I haven't played Cass, so let's play him, and he's a premium. Yeah, I'm sorry for accepting a non-premium. It's it shouldn't happen, but sometimes it does. Okay, so I'm going to play one London system here for a change and see what happens. I'm delaying the knight f3 move because in some cases after bishop d6, yeah, like this, white can play with f4. This is quite nice. I have a good grip here on the center. It's a little bit like a stone wall, but I don't have a dark squared bishop. That could be an issue. a5, interesting. Okay, I'm going to castle here. Miktal wants to play me. I don't mind that, but I think we have played before. I want to try to play mostly people tonight who have not yet played me. Oh, I forgot queen e2. That's a shame. Very stupid. Oh, forgotten to play queen e2. Yeah, Schellingford says he loves the name Don Hugo. Yeah, I agree, that's a cool name. Yeah, that's a stupid move as well. He's got knight e7. Oh, he doesn't do it. He gives me the knight. That justifies queen b5, but queen b5 was a bad move, I think. Yeah, Cass, that was your knight, and it was a good position beforehand. Vicious Seal says we haven't played yet. If that's true, I'm going to accept that challenge. Yeah, the Vicious Seal. I'm going to accept that challenge then. Okay, Vicious, do your worst. Okay, I'm going with c4, e5. Yeah, sorry, Marilenam. I took this challenge even though you're not a premium member. If you get the premium membership, I'm happy to play. So I'm currently playing this bishop c5 line quite a bit. I'm surprised how resilient this actually is. Yeah, I'm going to place my bishop nicely on a7 and develop. It looks a lot like yeah, some kind of oh, okay, some kind of Italian game a little bit, what black is doing. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I have to be quite cautious here that my bishop is not being totally sidelined. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll do this. My bishop is not looking brilliant now, but I can get it back into the game on b8. Still, white is probably a bit better. This is something that I probably should improve upon in future games. Bishop d6. I'm not sure about this. I mean, even not about bishop f4. Oh, yeah, I'm taking this, of course. If you give me a bishop, I'm very quick in taking this. Okay. Yeah, still after b5, white is probably a bit better. His pieces are okay. Yeah, b6 probably. Yeah. Not great. This is not great at all. How do I get some kind of play in this position? I think. Yeah. Oops, not the king. It's time for some drastic measures. I have to get something going here with lame moves. Vicious seal is going to be making short work out of me. Not sure about the... Oh! I'm taking the queen. I think he just forgot to take. Yeah, he wanted to take first and then play the knight, and he forgot to move the queen. It was a very lucky win. Yeah, I think I was in some trouble here. Not sure how much trouble, but I think I would definitely prefer to be white in this game. Okay, so anybody else that I have not played? Aldisto. I haven't played Aldisto. Yeah, you played it well, Vicious Seal. You're completely right here in the chat. It was a well-played game up to this one point, but this is the cool thing about this game. Sometimes you can play 25 good moves and one bad one, and this is one bad move is spoiling everything. So Aldisto, the Queen's Gambit exchanged with a quick bishop d6. This is usually eyed with some suspicion. I mean, not being terribly bad, but being slightly questionable. Yeah, here I think shooting for long castles and g4 comes into consideration quite a bit here after he's played h6. Yeah, I'm usually not castling long in this opening because I tend to not handle the opposite side's castling position so well. But here I think after h6 is in, I have to do this. Like g4, g5 opens up the king side immediately. So it should be one of the more favorable versions of this. Yeah, Aldisto. Anything that you can do against g5. Whoa, he just lets me take on f6. I just wonder if I want to take or if I still want to play g5. Is he threatening something? I don't see it. Okay, I'll go g5. I think opening up the g file is more important. This is not going to work, right? I can take here. c4 is hanging, and I don't think there's some kind of devilish trick. That simply didn't work. h6 can be quite questionable in this kind of opening line. What's this? I'll take it. Don't see any trick. Also attacking the bishop, so let's say queen a5. I just take the bishop and I'm 3 pieces up. Okay, so yeah, let's just do this. And ending with an extra piece is good. Yep. I can still try to attack on the g file. And I mean, I can try and I will try. Let's put a rook on the g file for bishop f6 maybe. Yeah, this one. Bishop f6. Still makes some sense. Okay, so I cannot take there or anything, but I can go here. I have a good square on d4 on my for my bishop next. Okay. Yeah, what's the standing in the France match? Any update there? I don't have any information. I'm completely focused on the game, so if you can tell me what the score is, I would be happy to hear it. Yeah, so Aldisto, can you drum up some kind of counterplay here? No, he resigned. Yeah, I believe bishop d6, d6 is kind of tricky there. Oh, it's no score, no goals, yeah, in that France match. Yeah, this is the thing with football. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes it's just boring. Yeah, no goals, nothing. So let's do this and accept this challenge by Bosonichadron. Something like that. So he's got g6. And what do I play? I'll play something solid here. I have a line there that I like with c3. It's a pretty comfortable thing to play for white. Also something that I regularly recommend to students who don't know what to do against modern defense. If you are kind of in doubt what to do, this is not a bad choice. Play with bishop d3 and c3. It's sound, solid and good. France and Albania will only score a goal if the other team arrives 10 minutes late from the halftime break. Yeah, that sounds bad. Yeah, right now he has a nice center, e4 and d4. Quite comfortable, I think, to play this position. Okay, I'm just going to develop here. Nothing fancy. b6. I'm happy to see that move. It looks like black is accepting some weak spots on the queen side. And I'm trying to use that straight away. Knight a4 here. It's got knight d7, but still I think it's a good idea. He has to play knight d7 now. Yeah, it looks nice. b5, knight c5 looks looks wrong. he still goes for that. Nah, excluding the offside rule in football, I don't think that this is a good idea. You would have all kinds of weird things happening if you would play without the offside. Okay, so I go b4 and later a4 to attack his pawn formation on the queen side. Yep. If he takes, I'll take with the pawn, and this is a very strong duo of pawns there on c5 and d5. I mean, I think we have to be honest there with football. I mean, one thing that makes it interesting is that quite often it is not very interesting, and therefore the moments when actually something happens, like a really nice goal being scored or something crazy with the referee or something, whatever, then it gets those odd moments that are actually interesting. They get even more attention because in most cases not much happens. Talking about not much happens, what about those pawns? They really had a very quick career there. Very nice. This is what I just said, that football is mostly unattractive, and this makes the I could have taken the rook. Could have just taken this rook. That it makes the odd interesting moments more remarkable. This is not something that I have been kind of thinking. I have thought of. It's just what is in Nick Hornby's famous book Fever Pitch, and I think it's pretty much it's true. I think football quite often is somewhat boring, but it makes the things even more memorable. I like those. It's just that if you have a World Cup final, for example, you have often this one goal that decides it, and not like if you are in a basketball match or so where both sides score 100 points. It kind of there are those odd moments where something crazy happens a second to play or something, but in football it's really like the one goal, or the one decider, whatever, and this makes it all more memorable. People will remember, let's say, Maradona's goal in 1986 where he used the hand and so on. This will be in the books for 100 years, and I don't think there's a single basketball shot that comes close to that. It's just a different thing. I'm not saying one is better or worse. Actually, in terms of just getting entertained for an hour or so, I rather would watch basketball, for example. But I understand the attractiveness of football. It just has this kind of unique thing, or this that's something special happening. It's something that sticks to people's minds. Okay, Carlitos Colombia, right? I haven't played him before. This is why I took this challenge. What is Carlito up to? Is it a 3-minute game? It is. I have to be very, very careful there. What I would like to do is I would like to score 13 points and get to an all-time high. This is my all-time high rating anyway. It seems Carlito is not around. Anybody else? Anybody with a somewhat higher rating? I can try Skibby. Let's see. I probably won't get 13 points out of this game in case of a win, but he's the highest rated challenger at the moment. There's a question if I think Europe would ever support a National Football League expansion thing. I don't know. We had something like that, right? We had American football in Europe. There was this European Football League. I mean, this was kind of successful for quite a while, but then somehow it fizzled out. I'm not quite sure why exactly. I mean, I think it was quite interesting. I actually visited some like 2 or 3 of those football games. It always was a pretty nice party. I had a workmate at the office who was a huge fan, and he just invited me to go, and so we watched a couple of matches, two or three, I think. And it was okay. It was good fun, even though I have to admit that I don't really think I fully grasped the rules and stuff. It was more like for the entertainment value, let's say. This is wrong. Yeah? What I'm trying to say is for the things that were kind of attached to the whole thing, yeah, like meeting friends and so on. It was more like that. I didn't really, to be honest, care so much about the game. Okay, this is not a great position here for me. I mean, it's not bad, but it's also not particularly great. Yeah, maybe I can play a little bit against e6. But how to do this? I can probably go here. And I mean, okay, I'm not attacking b7 here. I'd rather want to play knight h4. Okay, he allows me to do that. The bishop doesn't have any good squares here. Ah, that one. Okay, I didn't really pay attention. And I mean, pay attention I did, but I didn't see the move. Okay, maybe this is an idea. Making it difficult. Yeah, this he can do, but with all the pieces traded, I'm not so sure about the black structure. Now the e6 pawn should be an issue. One thing I wanted to say, next week, for all of the regular viewers, next week there won't be a show at the usual time. There won't be a show at 8 or 8:30. We will have to reschedule this. I'm not quite sure. Maybe there's a show earlier or later. I try to get a show in next week for sure, but I cannot yet tell you how exactly it's going to pan out. It, as I said, it could be another time, another day. We have to figure that out. Okay. Queen b5 is a trick here. Threatening rook takes e6. I mean, it's a trick. Okay. You have to try those things once in a while. If I go f4, queen takes, rook e6. Is that crazy? It's interesting, at least. Let's try. Roguf asks where you can learn some strategy, positional play endgames in German, I guess. Yeah, there are some videos like that on the site, so if you go in the video section, you will find some good material. Yeah, I wonder what he's doing now. I'm threatening queen e8 here. Rook e6, queen e8 for a back rank mate. It's tricky now. I am not seeing a move here, to be honest. The Europe team did great on American Ninja Warrior. Do you watch that too? I have no idea. No, I don't watch that. I mean, I don't really watch TV anyhow, so if you're referring to some TV show, I have to disappoint. Yeah, I think he had no no move. At least that's what I think after Rook e6. It seems to be basically over. Yeah, thanks for the game, Skibby. Well defended, but probably here I'm really winning. Let's see if I can get one more game in, maybe a 3-minute game. I have Jorgegel, okay. But he's not a premium member. That's not good. Do we have some other 3-minute game? The real McCoy. Yeah, let's go for the real McCoy. It's a 3-minute game. Let's go d4. I have white again for some reason. I'm not going to play the London again. It's just a once in a while opening that I play in Blitz chess. Yeah, let's see what the real McCoy is doing against the Makhgonov, my main line against King's Indian. I still feel I should know it better, but it still does not seem to be in the focus of most black players. It's what I oftentimes feel like. I could play on the queen side. I mean, I don't have to play with just g4 business. Let's see if I can play on the queen side here for a change. This doesn't look like he's going to get some quick mating attack in anyway. It doesn't look like that. a3 is going to play a4. This is something I have to avoid. So maybe I have to go with b3, a3, b4, this kind of thing. h6, okay. Is he going knight h7 maybe? Possible. Okay. Yeah, f5, I think b4 should be okay. Oh. I can take this, huh? Is that working? It looks a little bit strange. Okay, so h5. Not sure what he's up to here. I mean, f3 I have control, g5 I can take this. Knight g5 maybe, but that doesn't threaten anything. Yeah, this might threaten on h3. This is something that's definitely on the cards. Okay, cover this. He might take that and play knight g5 maybe. I'm not sure, but this should defend here, I think. If he takes, this is definitely good. And I don't see a piece sacrifice working here. That would be quite amazing. Okay, so he just goes back. How to do this now? Some c6 doesn't work yet. Can just attack b7, of course. Yep. Yeah, and here there's c6 as a possible move, and then trade, or can also go d6. d6, c6, knight a4. Yeah, okay, I have to play. I mean, I'm not sure about this. That could be a mistake. I think I'm taking this. And now, yeah, g4. g4 is still, it is kind of tricky. Maybe still to h4, then to f5. It's Champ Willie says, how about playing the next game as aggressive as possible? Yeah, there is no next game is the thing. This is the final game of the session. It's supposed to run until 10 and we are slightly over time. I still have to work a little bit here. Do some teaching. Okay, knight f5, and this is looking nice. Yeah, let's keep this and see if I can promote the d pawn. Okay, maybe here for queen to f5. Yep, that looks good. Why is there no mate? I don't see a checkmate. Oh, shouldn't blunder the queen. Let's get out of this. Let's not blunder the queen. It's shouldn't happen. Yeah, and the Real McCoy loses on time. Yeah, so a win in the last game. A good defense by Real McCoy. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed our show tonight. Make sure to check Chess24's show schedule. I'm not going to be on at the same time next week. I will try to get a show in, but I'm not quite sure when this will be. So thanks for participating in the chat, keeping me posted on what happened in that boring France-Albania match. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.